Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Xillia 2, where we come to Spirius Corp, where it seems Bisley has an honor guard, or maybe not an honor guard, but these guys always look like villains rather than heroes or goody agents.
I wonder why.
Yes, that's
it's
for
just
sure.
Team Rocket. A big sign's going to fall off the building that said Spirius, and a big R will be underneath.
Haha, Jesse, James,
Same level of incompetence, isn't it?
Pretty much. I've been waiting for you, Luga. Indeed you have. Well, actually, it seems more that Bisley Bakur has. So let's speak and find out what our next story chapter is.
As I recall, I only asked for Luger and Maxwell.
We don't trust you Spirius people.
Oh, why don't you tell me how you really feel, Dr. Mathis? I didn't expect that much spine from one who claims to support both Spirix and spirits.
The accord twixt the two nations has been ratified. Adversity can be a strong foundation for peace.
How selfless of you to come all this way to give me your report. Both as a CEO and a citizen, I'm overjoyed.
I take it that you're Bisley Bakur. Looking at you, you do appear to be a formidable man.
And you, I would presume, must be the true Maxwell.
My Milla was true too, you know.
You are correct.
Every inch as proud as I'd expect from the Lord of Spirits.
The dimensional abyss has stabilized.
Then I shall transfer you the coordinates of the fractured dimension containing the final waymarker.
Have you uncovered the identity of the last waymarker yet?
No. That said, you should find it easily enough. Focus your search on the divergence catalyst, as in any other case. If Dr. Mathis and his friends are willing to cooperate, you are sure to succeed.
I'll cooperate with Luger, but I do it on my own terms, to fulfill my duty.
Indeed. We cooperate because we want to, not because we are ordered to.
Exercising your own free will, huh? That is humanity's strength. You have some steadfast friends, Luger. The final waymarker is within our grasp. In this grand endeavor, I wish you Godspeed.
You put a lot of trust in Luger.
With good reason. The key of Kresnik is mankind's last hope. Only he can overcome Origin's trial.
No pressure, right?
No pressure at all.
They had the worst salute ever.
I didn't expect the company president to see us off personally.
A difficult man to predict.
One treasure chest after another. And we can totally just take this stuff, right? No one's gonna get mad? I can't believe it, Rolo. You have almost 100 new friends.
Do you have a minute? I'm sorry to bother you, but I wanted you to have this. I know you're no stranger to suffering, shouldering even burdens that aren't yours to bear. Consider this a token of my support. I have great respect for you and your efforts, but please, be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Seems we've reached talkie point, and they've only just discovered that we've nearly got 100 cats. I think we discovered that a little bit ago. Even though we can't get the last ones, could you let us into the agent training facility, for example? I wish you luck, Luger. Maybe you say you could do some more training? This fractured dimension is extremely dense. Please be careful. And so are these people.
Yeah,
but
they are.
Let's get onwards, right then. With my insulting self in full swing.
Yay! More of that. That's what we need.
We head to fractured dimension number F41DB, Dragon Ball. Let's go to Sherrilton. So we can take anyone we want. Oh no, wait a second. These guys are locked, I think. No, they're not locked, so we can take whoever we want. Who do you think? I guess Milla we should take. Rowan's interchangeable though, but should we keep him in? Should we go with this?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it indeed. Let's go with this lot. Ragtag fugitive fleet.
Do we need to do any kitty stuff? Is it all done?
It's all done. We got to wait for them to return from last episode.
Sherrilton, huh? It's been ages.
It takes me back to when we all first met.
Conductor Ilbert?
Yes, I am Rowan Ilbert. I was once the steward for House Sherrill. A pleasure to see you again.
How dare you!
How dare I what?
You take me for an idiot? I don't know who put together that costume of yours, pal, but it's not fooling me.
Costume?
Don't play dumb. Conductor Ilbert died 8 years ago. He was murdered. Have you no shame?
Rowan was murdered, or maybe it was someone else. I guess just go for the truth bit, or maybe it was someone else, maybe help with Rowan here.
I'm not sure. Each one could potentially lead somewhere interesting. Perhaps he'd tell us more about the actual murder if we press L1.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's find out.
Where have you been? It was a big deal in Riza Maxia. King Gaius threw him a state funeral and everything.
Huh?
Who murdered him?
No one knows. They found the body floating in Lake Xillia in Olympias.
Lake Xillia.
Now, I've had enough of your sick little joke. Buzz off.
Intriguing. A fractured dimension in which I've been murdered.
But if everyone here already knows about Olympias, and Rowan died 8 years ago...
This fractured dimension must be several years ahead of the prime dimension.
Anyway, let's investigate the murder scene.
Right.
Does that mean that this could be something that Rowan has to dodge in our dimension if it's in the future?
They said the murder scene was at Lake Xillia in Olympias, correct?
That is what they said. But visiting the site of my own murder, I can't say I'm looking forward to this.
You have to!
I wonder if the time capsule we buried is here in this world too.
An interesting question. Shall we visit the manor to see for ourselves?
Fair do, they're pointing us around, but we've got ourselves a skit here. We've got murders, and now we're not only travelling dimensions, but we're also time travelling as well.
Apparently.
It's getting confusing. When that happens, things get confusing. Let's find out what this skit says. Lady Drizell, what's going on?
So, you used to be Drizell's steward, Rowan? What kind of stews did you make?
Stewer. Is that even a word?
I wasn't her steward. I was her steward.
Oh, I know that word. It's like a handmaid, right?
Steward...
Steward is another word for butler. I served Lady Drizell, the Lord of Sherrilton.
The steward wears a pinafore dress and white gloves and prances around with a feather duster, or a rich, elegant lady that's every man's dream.
I think R1 is more flattering, maybe?
It's more for Rowan as well.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the ladies. Oh, maybe not.
Why, Luger, I had no idea.
My daddy always said I'm a beautiful young lady, too.
Luger, what do you think of Drizell? I could try and set you up with her.
Huh?
Don't be shy now. You two are the same age, after all.
Wait just a moment. Any prospective suitor of my Lady Drizell must complete my extensive screening process. First, you'll need to pass the 256 tests I've prepared for any aspirant to her hand.
Don't be so strict. I'll be vouching for him.
Then you'll need to be evaluated as a would-be matchmaker. There are 180 requirements, but you can pass with a score of 170 or above.
But I am the Lord of Spirits. Must I be tested so?
Of course. Lady Drizell is my greatest treasure, bequeathed to me by Lord Klein himself. She means more to me than life itself.
Wow, you sound just like my daddy, Rowan.
Indeed. Well, I kind of messed up there because Rowan does like the joking.
Yes.
He does like the jokey indeed. I always thought that was kind of a bit of Rowan's character. He always seems to be around the ladies in Tales games, doesn't he?
Yes.
He's the charming, dapper fellow.
I was going to say, it can be advantageous to be a guy who can empathise with women and actually talk like a human being if you want to be successful with them.
Yes, right. So over here to check a time capsule then.
This is where the time capsules are, right?
Correct. Burying them here was Lady Drizell's idea.
Should we dig them up?
Just Elle's, Rowan's and mine, or let's dig them all up? I guess we shouldn't dig up Drizel's as well. Plus an option that gives us a limited amount seems like you might be punished for just going for all.
Maybe. I'll go with you on this one. I don't know.
I always think that's a trap! So, Els, Rowan's and mine.
Okay.
No, I want to keep mine buried for a while. I promised Elise and Drissel.
Very well. Then we shall dig up only mine and Luger's.
Right, the following items were buried in the time capsule. The Dread Needle and the Spirius Fangs.
These are exactly the same time capsules that we buried.
Interesting.
This dimension's history was identical to the Prime's until some point in the past.
Perhaps my death was the point at which the two split.
The death of a nation's prime minister would certainly leave a mark on history.
Rowan, don't you want to meet this dimension's Drissel?
I'd better not. Nothing good would come of it.
For such a goody-goody normally care about things, that was one of the stupidest questions ever.
Yes.
Like, yeah, okay, I'm a ghost zombie. What are you gonna say? Honestly. Right, our cats have returned in the meantime. Did they come back with the pink emeralds that they have? In fact, we completed the area in the meantime. And Becca's written a handy list as well. That lists all the things that we need to search for to get our lovely items. So we need Torbalan Jades. So here we go. Off you go, off you go, off you go. Let's check out what those were. Because I don't remember burying those ones, that's for sure. They're better than the ones we buried, Becca.
Cool.
Has a chance to revive the user.
What?
It's Earth Element and it can revive me. So I will go with the Spirius Fangs. That's really weird. Okay then.
It wouldn't be so good if you were reviving the person you're stabbing.
Indeed.
Dead alive, dead
and
alive.
Also the yeah, would rubbish. Alright, we also got the Dread Needle here, which increases max HP. It does have physical attack up, Earth again, so there we go. We've gained weapons that gained Earth Element from being buried and got more powerful. I guess the power of infusement. Now where are we going though? Because I was wondering if we were going somewhere. Head to Marksburg via boat from Satstrath Sea Haven. Here we go, Becca. It's time for Mucho walking.
We can finally use more sprint for a genuine reason.
And I've just remembered as well that Fort Gandala I checked out while we were killing Talis High Road monsters and gave in those quests. It's actually open now, so we could have actually searched it for more cats.
Oh well, that's
It's the one
something to do
area
when
we
get
haven't
back.
explored, so we'll have to get that on the way. I'm sure people aren't really bothered about that though, like, oh, let's exploring more story. He says,
In a
Satstrath High
strange
Road,
way.
in a strange way. Right, let's rush on through the fastest we can go. Go, Luger. Okay, that's no bad. That forward flip stopped all the momentum. It was amazing. As we rush towards port. No fast travel means inconvenience for everyone. We have our new weapons as well.
Speak for yourself.
Oh yeah, true. The game just poos me out weapons, considering I have 3 different weapon types after all. Here, have some weapons. Do you need some weapons? Have some more weapons. Do you want some weapons? Give you... Ooh. Weapons? Thinking years in the future?
I doubt it would be that consistent. Or maybe I'm wrong.
Mind you, these are for...
People who aren't here.
So we can't tell if it's an upgrade. It's deliberately being annoying. Maybe custom. No, it doesn't look like the list has changed much here. At all, if anything. Oh well. Well, I can always hope and pray. Maybe the defensive. Man, they haven't increased in good stuff for a while, have they? Alright, Gothic ribbons. Ooh, maybe we could get a little bit of upgrades for Milla here. Mithril circlet, or a Gothic ribbon, or Gothic guard. With a fair bit more kind of upgradey stuff, but in the meantime, you do lose out on some of the elemental strengths that we've gained from customing armor. So it's trade-offs, really. So that said, I think I'm just gonna burst forward at speed with flips and forward everything. Marksburg, let's go! In fact, we now have to run all the way back to... Oh no, we take the train, don't we? We can take the train to Drellin, yeah?
I honestly can't remember. This world has been blurring together really badly for me.
What happened in this world?
Well, probably murderers happen, Jude. Bad people are bad, but mind you, taking out Rowan, it would have to be quite an accomplished murderer.
What a cute little glowy dog thing.
Poke it, pet it? That's a Spyrite, isn't it?
I think so. I'd probably rather pet it than poke it.
Oh. It's a Spyrite.
Whew, found you. Don't go running off like that.
Excuse me, but is that a Spyrite?
Huh? Yeah, what else would it be?
Does it ever, lose control of itself?
Good heavens, no. I mean, he gets into trouble once in a while, but he's a good little Spyrite.
Where might we learn more about Spyrite technology?
Well, you could try the Spirius Corporation, I guess, but I doubt they'll tell you anything worthwhile. It's not really in their interest to spill any secrets. They have a total monopoly on the Spyrite market.
Spyrite technology is everywhere in this world.
Perhaps the Jude of this dimension could tell us the secret to making Spyrite technology viable.
One more question. Have you ever heard the name Jude Mathis?
Sure, in school. He's the guy who brought Spyrite technology to the masses.
How about that, Jude?
Shame how he died, though. It's been a few years, but I still remember all the news stories about that mass murder. All those bodies bobbing in Lake Xillia. Ugh.
Wait, I'm dead too?
Clearly, we need to get to this Lake Xillia. It's turning out to be quite the crime scene.
Wow, we do everything.
Is dying like what happened to Milla?
It's obviously Spirius Corporation. Rowan unites the two nations, Jude solves world power issues, and then they get all the credit because we conveniently drop dead when they kill us. I mean, that guy who works for them with the pink suit, the skinny guy, he's attacked us once.
Rideau.
The other guy with the red... It seems to be reddish coloured clothing indicates evilness.
It's interesting though, Jude gets basically blatantly told that you're going to succeed, mate! But you also get murdered. Also,
and we're not going to tell you how.
Jude, you got murdered and you showed up in the Lake Xillia. Rowan was murdered and showed up in Lake Xillia and it's a mass murder. Put two and two together and ask who else was bobbing there?
Yeah, all the rest of them probably.
If both of them are murdered and it's a mass murder, you've got to kind of expect that someone else has died. Right then, idealism and reality. Skit to watch, let's do it!
Hey, Jude. What was that weird animal thing? Jude? Hello? What's his deal?
Milla, could you do something or get Jude's attention?
Milla maybe?
Let's give it a shot. Or not.
Very well. Jude.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about something.
You should stop. That line of thought won't lead you to the answers you seek.
Huh? What did you think I was thinking about?
About whether the profusion of Spyrites was connected to your murder.
Yeah.
If they're unrelated, then that's that. Even if they are, that's a path you mustn't choose.
But what if it's my death that leads to Spyrites replacing Spyrix technology?
Don't talk like that. Sure, it would be cute to have those weird little things everywhere, but I'd rather have you.
Do you understand now why you can't choose that option?
Because I need to be around to bring about the future we all yearn for. Because you won't be there to do it yourself.
Indeed, I guess. Okay.
What?
Yes. Right then, they're cute though, and because they're so helpful, I imagine they're... well, pets that are useful rather than puking on your carpet and...
They're finally
Imagine.
kind of bringing this alternate reality thing in more into its own though. You invent Pokemon and die in the future.
Hooray and boo. Right then, we've got a save point and we'll continue onwards to Drellin via train, so we'll do that next episode. I don't think our cats have returned, just fortunately not enough. But hopefully we'll get the items we need and keep getting more as we go along. So join us for more tells next episode, as we probably will find out that more murders have taken place. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.